My name is Gail Zick. I'm a high school German and Spanish teacher. I teach in Howard County, which is in Ellicott City, Maryland. I teach two languages, so I teach levels, I have taught in the past levels 1 through 3 in Spanish and levels 1 through 4 in German, and so it changes every year. During normal times, pre-pandemic, I have a classroom in our school building, which has about 15 to 1600 students. This year, we're all virtual, and so my classroom is in our small home office. You have to have a bachelor's degree in what you teach. So I have a bachelor's degree in modern languages and linguistics with a concentration in German and Spanish. And then at my college, University of Maryland, Baltimore County, you minor in a teaching certificate. So I have my teacher certificate that way. And then eventually you study your master's, but there's no specific timeline for that. I think having to become fluent and conversational in other languages besides my native language was challenging because it takes a lot of time and effort and resources. A lot goes into that. So spending a lot of time overseas, taking courses abroad, it was worth the effort, but fitting it into your schedule and also saving money for doing those kinds of things can be challenging. I think I've always been someone who likes to help people, so teaching came kind of naturally to me because I really enjoy being social and getting to know people and just being helpful when I can. So that matches my skill set, and also being able to share my first passion, which is world languages and being exposed to other cultures, and inspiring others, like my students, to travel, also matches my personality. I don't think I ever had a set career in mind prior to teaching. I just know that I always like to be around people, and I had careers and jobs before that had me working. I worked in daycare centers, I babysat, and so teaching career, falling into teaching was just kind of the right choice, I think, in the end, because I like I said, helping people and being able to talk to people all day instead of just sitting at a desk. I think I spent my first year and a half of undergrad not too sure what I wanted to do. And then when I realized how much I loved taking Spanish and German, I also realized that it would be fun to share my knowledge and passion with students. And not only that, but it was also a practical choice because there are schools anywhere you go. So if I ever moved, I could always find a teaching job outside of my home state. Even though we never have moved, it still is a practical decision. I felt inspired by a professor I had at my college, UMBC, who was from Spain, and she taught an intensive review class of Spanish. So she made it really fun. She was always changing the activities we did pretty quickly, which made it interesting and fast-paced, and I enjoyed it. And so I wanted to try to see if I could teach the way she did. I would encourage students thinking about their future job to not only consider what they're good at and what inspires them, but also practical things like where do you want to live? Is this job and career available in your geographic area? And also, how much time do you want to be home versus at your job? Because some jobs will pull you away from your home life, sometimes more than you realize. So I think it's good to keep those kinds of practical things in mind while you're thinking down the line for your future career.